Good evening, guys, and happy Sunday to all of your sunshiny faces, guys. I am so thrown off by what day it is right now because of all of the stuff that we've had going on with the floors getting redone and the painting being redone, and like half of the furniture isn't even in the house. It is in the what you call it, the like pod outside right now, like the little storage unit that we have in the driveway. So it's just been like, honestly, it is making me very I don't want to say uncomfortable. It's just like, I feel like my, like, you know, everything is just so thrown off right now. Like, we didn't go grocery shopping this week because in addition to having that stuff going on, we had so many other things that were going on too. Like, this week was just a generally busy week. Throw in on top of that, like I said, the other just like construction stuff. Like, I mean, this week alone, minus that, would have just been a lot of stuff going on. And then we again too had that going on also. So it was like even more. So again, like not being in the routine really of like, I haven't been doing laundry regularly. I haven't been washing, like, you know, I haven't been doing dishes. Like, we haven't really been doing, like, we haven't been able to cook in the kitchen really at all because the, like the gas actually for the stove hasn't been turned back on because they moved the stove out to put in the floor underneath it. So like that was turned off, and you know, and just like the kitchen in general too, it's like a construction zone right now, and has just been kind of difficult to like even really like get into the kitchen to like make things and stuff like that. And so we've been like eating out a lot too, or like just doing like easy like microwave things, you know, stuff like that, because we haven't been able to use the like stove or the oven. So it's like I said, it's been just in general, this entire week has just been like kind of crazy. In addition to that too, I told you guys also, like my bedroom, I just feel like my bedroom has been off. Like I have honestly not a lot. I have a bowl, a plate, a spoon, and a coffee cup that's in here that like I haven't gone and washed, and they've been sitting in my room because I like, again, I haven't been able to like even do dishes. Today I was able to do a little bit of laundry. I was able to do some dishes and stuff like that, but like just in general, like my room is just messy right now, and like my room is normally not like this messy. Like my floors too, like there's been like, again, drywall dust and like other stuff that like I've been vacuuming and trying to stay on top of that, but like it's just still like, just it feels dirty. Like I need to like do a good deep clean kind of stuff in here too. And then yesterday, or was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday, 2 days ago, that little one that was on the bed right there threw up on my carpet. So I had to wash the carpet, and this is the other thing I was just stressing out about. So I washed the carpet. It's one of the, you know, the ones you wash in the washing machine. Well, again, I sprayed it, stain came out. There's nothing left of him. No remnants that he was ever there. He's looking at me like, are you talking about me, Kayla? What are you talking about me about? He's actually so cute right now. Hi, Mr. B. Oh, you're so cute. Anyways though, so like I said, I sprayed it. There's like no stain, nothing like that left. However, the carpet is just generally looks dingy. It did not look like that before I put it in the washing machine. It looks like that after I put it in the washing machine. And I think it's because having the washing machine not turned on, and I think, like, again too, the water might have been disconnected from it. Well, all of the stuff that's been in the pipes that hasn't been moving through or anything like that has just like the like it's kind of like the buildup that's like in the washing machine. When I wash the washing machine, like run like the tub clean, you know, feature or whatever, the self-sanitizing thing, you know, like you can do that with, again, a lot of the high efficiency washing machines. When I do that, it'll leave these little tiny particle-y things kind of in the washing machine that I gotta kind of like wipe out afterwards. However, for whatever reason, it's doing it right now, and I'm not running it on like hot water. It was run under cold water. I didn't run the tub wash prior to that. The only thing I can think of is that, again, too, either because we haven't been running laundry right now, or because the water was like disconnected or whatever, that happens. So my carpet, I don't know why, for some reason I washed it, I dried it yesterday and put it outside. Then I brought it back in this afternoon. I put it on my floor, I vacuumed it. It looked like brownie colored, kind of brownie, not brown, but it looked like gray, kind of like it's white, like plush white carpet, and it has this like gray kind of hue now to it, but only in like kind of some big spots. But then like it's weird because like the one corner is like totally fine, and it looks like white and everything like that. And I was like, what happened? Like, was it from, you know, like the washing machine, like the buildup? Like I should have probably ran the washing machine through first before I put that in there, but because I wanted to get it washed so quickly because the dog had thrown up on it, I was like, oh quick, get it in the, you know, the washing machine. And again too, this was yesterday, once, you know, our contractor wasn't here yesterday, he was here all Monday through Friday. So that's why I was like, oh, you know, again too, like I gotta get it in the washing machine today and, you know, like have it washed, because again, like we hadn't done laundry at all this entire week. And then today, or like I said, yesterday when I woke up and the dog had puked on my carpet, that's when again too I ended up spraying it and then threw it in the wash real quick, and not, like I said, having the time to be like, oh, I should try and, you know, again run like like a water, you know, just like through or whatever. So there's like a buildup still. I ran another 2 loads after that. I didn't notice anything though on any of the clothes. Like everybody's clothes are fine, but my carpet looks like it's stained now. And like I said, I think it's because and it's weird too, this happened one other time with a couple of like I don't know what it was. I don't know if it too was like a hydrant flushing day or something like that, because I guess you're not supposed to like wash your clothes when, or like run your washing machine when they're also doing that. But I think that has to do with the pressure and not necessarily like that you're gonna get like, you know, stuff backed up in your like pipes or anything like that. I don't entirely know, but again, I didn't have this problem before, and now all of a sudden it's not a problem with the clothes, but it was a problem with just the carpet. And I think that that was what it was from, because it did not look like that when it was on the floor yesterday morning before the dog threw up. It didn't even look like that after the dog threw up on it. And now all of a sudden I run it in the washing machine and that happened. So I'm going to hang it up to dry. And the other thing too is that it was really nice because I was able to put it outside and it dried in the, you know, while it was warm out. Well, it's supposed to be really cold for the next 2 days. So I was like, well, I'm going to try and wash it again, see if that helps at all. It doesn't really look like it did, but I'm going to dry it and hang it over the shower curtain and let it dry, because it's pretty light, so it shouldn't be a problem hanging it there. And our shower curtain actually screws in the wall. It's not like one of the tension ones, so I think it should be fine. But it's, again too, like, so I was like, well, I can't leave it outside because it's like going to be almost freezing. It's like going to be like in the 40s, and I was like, I don't want it to get freezing cold out there. I think then the next night it's supposed to be like 30 something degrees, so I was like, again, can't leave it outside. And the other 2 days were nice because it was warm, so that's why I put it outside and then brought it back in, washed it again. It doesn't look any different really that I can tell. But again, this happened one other time, and I remember it was with one of my towels, and it was purple, and it turned this like weird kind of green color. And there was nothing like green though in the load of laundry that like the color would have faded or anything like that, or like the color would have, you know, like, you know, something that would have like caused it to transfer, like the colors or something like that, or like bleed or anything like that. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was like, again too, from the water randomly or whatever. Again, it doesn't look horribly bad, but compared to the nice beautiful white that it was just a few days ago, it doesn't look like that. And that's the only thing that I can kind of deduce. And also too, like I said, looking, you can see these little tiny like specks, and again, I think it's like hard water or like the buildup or whatever it is. And I noticed them though when I run the washing machine through like the clean cycle. but I didn't. I just ran it on a normal cold washing machine cycle to wash my carpet, and then I noticed all of that. So I don't know too. One of the other things is that it is a little bit of a bigger carpet. I mean, it's not huge, but it should fit in the washing machine fine. Like my comforter's probably bigger than it, but because it's kind of weird, it doesn't, and we don't have an agitator in the middle. It's one of the ones that doesn't. I'm wondering if it's also wasn't getting it and like moving it around enough, and that could be why some of the corners were okay and didn't like get stained, was because they didn't like get in the water enough or whatever. Or it also could be too because like it's not, but like I don't know what it would be causing it to like have the like the, you know, like the deposit or whatever that's like coming from the washing machine. And like I said, I've noticed it though just when I'm washing the carpet, and wasn't when I was washing clothes. So I don't know too if again it's somehow it's from the carpet that's doing it. So I don't know if maybe I need to take it to the laundromat too, or if again, I was also reading that you can use like the which I have a bottle that's in the laundry room also. I was using Arm & Hammer, and I was gonna finish up the little bottle. I had another thing of Arm & Hammer, but it was with the OxiClean. I read that that's really good because you shouldn't bleach it, but the OxiClean will really help to lift the stains. So if tomorrow again I notice that it's like still looks kind of stained or dingy, I'm gonna try and do it with the Arm & Hammer and see if that helps. Hopefully it does, because I like don't know what to do. Like I again can try and take it to the laundromat and see if that helps. I can try and like keep washing it, because eventually again too, that towel that I said that had kind of the same thing where it like stained and it had the weird kind of green color, after a few washes like the color was pretty much lifted up like out of it again, and it was back to the color that it originally was. So again, I don't know if it's just kind of stained or what it is, but yeah, I don't know guys. I'm like, it's like a plush like carpet too, so I don't know if there's things that are just like further in the fibers. I'm almost wondering too, like, and again I don't think so because it doesn't make that much sense. I would think that the company washes it like before, like tests it or whatever. I don't think that it was like the underneath, because underneath is like gray. I don't think that that transferred color really to it. But it is really weird that it was fine and then I put it in the washing machine. But the weird thing is to me is that I'm seeing those little like particles in there. Whereas if I didn't, and then all of a sudden it was just like grayish colored, I would be like, again too, like what was that from? And then that would be my thought process behind it. But because of that, I think it's like a deposit from the washing machine that's getting into the water, and then it's like, you know, again in the carpet now. So again, I might have to wash it another time or two and see if that can get it out. And like I said, I'm gonna maybe try it with the Arm & Hammer or with the OxiClean and see if that helps. But I am gonna dry it tonight, and then because I can't, it has to air dry too. That's the thing. I can't put it in the dryer. So, and it's too cold to put it outside because I had it on like the sawhorses. So I'm gonna have to put it probably on, you know, like I said, the shower curtain, and then at some point tomorrow I'm gonna have to, maybe once our contractor leaves tomorrow, try and wash it again. Like I said, do it with that and then see if that helps lift the stain. But my thing is, I just noticed it doesn't, without having the agitator in there, it's not really like moving it around that much either. So I'm also wondering if it's not cleaning it that well because of it as well, because it is kind of stiff. Like it's not like, even though my comforter is probably has more fabric in it and it cleans my comforter well, I just think that it's like, because it's stiffer because of the carpet, I think that it's not like moving it around enough to like maybe clean it well. So that could also be it also. I don't know guys. I'm really scared. I really want to make sure that, again too, like hopefully I will find something, because like you can tell like when it's in here, and I'm like, it already, like at first I was like, oh, is it the lighting? And then like I vacuumed it out, and I was like, because I tried to fluff it back up with the vacuum, and it fluffed up really great, like that was fine, but it looked dingy, and I was like, why is that? And like I said, it wasn't like, oh, it's just this one spot where, like, you know, it was like a traffic area or something like that. It was like almost the entire carpet with the exception of like one corner. So I was like, that doesn't make sense either, because I'm not walking around like the whole part of like, you know, all of that. And yeah, I don't know. But the weird thing is, like I said, we got the dog's throw up out of it, and it came out perfectly fine. You can't even see that that was there, but you can definitely see the gray in the carpet fibers, like the gray color that should be white. It like looks, it looks dingy. So I don't know, it's, yeah. Anyways, though, that's another thing that's been stressing me out, and just not having things back to normal, not being in a routine of like doing laundry regularly or dishes and stuff like that. And like, yeah, there's just, right now I'm like, okay, we're getting into the second week now of like all this stuff going on too, and then just other things that, you know, are just kind of popping up and stuff like that. And I'm just, yeah. Anyways, though, I'm gonna go take a shower and get to bed. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.